So you guys are on your way into River Village then, or you can at least see River Village in the distance. Um,
Mm.
and you guys have been there before, so it's a fairly small community. What would you like to do?
Um, I think it'd probably be best if we circumvent it and just try going straight on towards Shen Cave.
Okay.
We're in a hurry now as well because Yao, Silver, Chrysanthemum will probably be pursuing us again.
And
Although it
what's
may be prudent to let Daofeng rest and recover some wounds.
Yeah,
yeah? How hurt are you right now?
I am on
Using
zero
zero.
wounds.
All right. So Saffron Tigress says, well, we should definitely find a place for him to rest so that we can heal him.
Um, okay, yeah, sure. I don't mind. Just let me know if that silver bitch comes back and I can
She says, this
go
is a
out.
problem.
So,
Um, we're gonna need to find a way for him to recover, but not be followed by that lady.
I mean, how long does it take for Yao to come back?
Not that long.
Well, how can we hide from her?
They're very good at tracking. Um, we could split up.
No way, Auntie. That's a dumb idea.
Then
I'll tell you what. Why don't we just like buy a wagon from this village, right? And then we can let Daofang sleep on that on our way, so you can recover.
she nods. Uh, she says, "I will go get the wagon."
Okay, I'll stay here with Daofang and your husband. Would you do you want somebody to come with you?
She says, "I can handle myself."
Okay.
And she goes into the village, and she comes out about 45 minutes later with a wagon.
I'll have been annoying her husband,
Okay, how will you have been annoying him?
incessantly talking and trying to wheedle out the information of where the wine that his wife was purchasing, like, was sourced from.
Didn't she already tell you that, or did they not?
Yeah, she did tell.
Yeah,
told you
but he'll
the-
still be asked.
Oh, okay. He just keeps informing you that it's at the Roe Fish Inn is where they got it.
Yeah, and I'll just keep on repeating it, like, after a minute or two. Silence, just keep on
Okay.
repeating it back to him.
He politely answers you several times, but he eventually, sort of walks over to another spot to avoid you. I'm just seeing what sort of healing abilities your mother might have. Not her strength. All right. So, but she puts you in the wagon, and you can heal as long as you're resting in the wagon. I guess we should move as quick as we can then. Oh, I think we might have lost Elliot.
Yeah, looks that way.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
All right. Elliot, are you leading the way?
Yeah, I'll lead the way.
All right. Can you give me and you're trying to get to the cave, right?
Shank Cave, yeah.
All right. Can you give me 2 survival
Survival.
rolls? Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah,
2 to get
two
there.
survival rolls. Okay, I've got survival wilderness, 2 ranks in it, 1 expertise and travel, and I'm also at 1 stage of drunkenness, I think, from last time. So
Okay.
2d10. I got an 8 on the first roll,
Okay.
and I got a 6 on the second roll.
All right. So, and Adam, you can join in anytime you want to. I don't know if you are.
Okay, I'll catch up. Yeah, as you're traveling now. Yeah.
All right. So on the first day, you see. I'm sorry, Adam. What's your character's name again?
Lu Ping.
You You said Lu Ping, right?
Yes.
Oh, you see Lu Ping approaching.
Oh, watch out, guys! It's a dirty beggar.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, right.
Friend
Sorry,
Lu Ping.
it's a slightly clean beggar.
Well, no, not really, but it's not just any dirty beggar.
Ah, of course. It was Lu Ping, our friend, the dirty beggar.
You saying that's
I
Saffron
say to,
Tigress?
I said Saffron Tigress and her husband.
She steps forward and she clasps her fly whisk and bows to you. She says, "Greetings, Lu Ping."
I return the bow. I have a message from Wu Ji.
Oh yeah, what's he say?
He says that you and Saffron Tigress and your mom should take refuge with him in Heiyun until the final showdown.
Take refuge where?
In Heiyun.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, we better get this sword first.
Let's see. How would that work out? Getting the sword first?
Here, let me send you a clarifying text, Adam.
Okay.
After getting the sword.
So wait, you're traveling to River Village from where? What is their direction?
We're traveling from River Village towards Shen Cave at the moment.
Okay.
So you've caught us on the first day, so we're probably relatively nearby to Plum Tree Temple.
Yeah, I thought I was thinking we were going completely the wrong direction for the other. So Heiyun, let's see. That's
Yeah, and Adam, and you can also see that Daofeng is in a wagon, quite incapacitated. Though, how many wounds have you healed that first day?
The first that you heal your level, right?
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
4.
I've got 4.
Okay.
So I still look fairly beaten.
So you're recovering, but you're still quite wounded.
I tell you to get out of a wagon because now I need to go.
I should say that Wuji wanted his mother and father to be taken to a nice safe place before we go after the sword, though.
Well, screw him. He's not here. Now, I took a lot of wounds back then as well.
She says, as much as it pains me to agree with him, I have to say he is correct.
Yeah, that's right. I collapsed into the wagon. I'm still wounded from the night before too.
Okay.
Who do you guys have with you right now, Elliot? You have Saffron Tigress.
Yeah, we've got her husband as well, and the disciple.
Okay.
And obviously Daofeng. Yeah, my character sheet said 0 wounds out of 9, but doesn't that make you go unconscious?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think that I'm unconscious during the fight or anything like that. So
wait, did you get to 0 wounds?
Well, my character sheet's registering as that, but I do not remember going unconscious in that last fight.
Nor do I.
Yeah, you did. I don't recall you going unconscious. So
no.
Yeah, but if you hit 0, then you would definitely become.
Yeah, no, I know that. So that's why I'm confused by my character sheet saying that I'm on 0. I would have assumed that I would have gotten to 1 or something, like, close by.
Yeah,
because I definitely didn't go unconscious during that fight. I don't remember taking many wounds, to be honest, but...
No, I don't remember you either. I mean, we can go and replay the thing at some point, but I don't think you took that many.
I'm not even sure if I actually took an attack from a person, but...
So that's maybe that's old. Maybe that's from another, because there are a lot of battles where you have been reduced to 0. So
maybe I wasn't keeping track of it at that time.
That might have been from the previous run-in with Iron Wan, or
yeah, which I think I did go unconscious in.
So she says, Lu Ping, why don't you join us, and we will go see Wuji when we have acquired this sword.
What I'll do is I'll sleep for the night, and I'll just put myself to 9 or whatever, because I think I'd recovered some from the mana back at Maichun. It's tough to remember, unless you want me to put it to less than that.
Well, what was your suggestion?
I was saying that if I rest for the night for some time on the wagon, should I put it to 9, or should I just recover 4 from 0 and put it to 4? Or...
No, put it to 9 because I don't think that 0 was right. I really
yeah,
don't.
I don't think it's right either. But we'll just say that I'm resting in the wagon.
You guys can both fit in the wagon, and now that Lu Ping is there, they have more hands.
Hey, beggar! Pull my wagon.
What? You want me to pull your wagon?
Yeah.
I'm a beggar because I'm not really into the whole physical labor thing.
Come on, don't be a wuss.
You're injured?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
just follow in this direction. Point.
So, all right. There's no one else that can pull it.
Well, Saffron Tigress is already pulling it, but she could probably use a hand.
Oh, if there's someone else helping, we only have to half pull. Yeah, I'm okay.
She says also there's
a
a demonic woman chasing us, so we want to make good speed.
Oh well, yeah. I'll actually really pull instead of just kind of.
And so you guys, you got a 6 on your second roll, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So you come upon a forest and you can see the cave off in the distance. But can everybody make detect rolls for me?
Sure. I might not be subject to a level of drunkenness at this point, actually.
Hey, I got a 10.
I got an 8.
I got a 9.
All right. So you guys can see that there are 3 large moon bears sort of slumbering around the cave.
I remember something. I think we were told not to hurt the moon bears.
That's right.
Yeah, he likes the bears.
Yeah.
The bears sort of get up and they begin growling at you.
I stare one down and I go, "Hey, I don't want to hurt you, because like the person in there likes you or whatever, but don't fuck with us, okay?"
Do you have animal or knowledge animals or talent animal?
Oh,
Okay.
I might. Yeah, I have creatures, animals.
Okay, and do you have talent animal handling by any chance?
I do not.
All right, so make a creatures animals roll at negative 1d10 to try to pacify them if you want to make an attempt.
Okay. Oh, I got 3 at the lowest.
All right. So I guess you probably sort of step out to calm them down.
Whoa.
And they rear up and start roaring at you. And they seem to be getting very territorial.
I'm gonna yell out, right? And I'm gonna like fan my arms out and make myself look big. Like, hey, don't you be starting anything with us. We just want to see the old man in the cave. You damn belligerent bears.
All right. Make a command roll.
I'll make a command roll. I think it's still at 2d10, take lowest. Let me just have a quick... No, it's at 1d10. Did he die? 8!
You got an 8?
I got an 8.
All right, let me see what that works. All right, so they actually kind of back down a little bit. They don't move out of the way, and they're still hostile to you, but they aren't like aggressive. They're not about to attack you anymore.
I'll hump, kind of like annoyed, but kind of psych myself up, and I'll call out towards the cave. I'll go, old man, are you there?
You hear a very faint voice say, "Go away."
Hey, I didn't come away here just to be told to go away. All right, we need to talk.
He says, "I've retired from the world. Please leave me in peace. You are ruining my tranquility."
You're retired, but your sword's like necessary to keep the peace and stuff. So give us your sword so I can kill Yao.
He says, "I have no responsibilities to you or anyone else. Go away."
Yeah. Why have you got the sword that can kill Yao? You know, obviously you don't like the Demon Emperor or the Glorious Emperor or whatever. Just give it to me so I can kill those things.
He says, "Does the Demon Emperor or the Glorious Emperor want to kill you?"
Well, I mean, yeah, probably.
Good. Go away.
Hey! I like your bears, you know? Like, whoosh! And they'd be all hurt. But I'm not doing it because I need to be nice. Now, give me your sword.
We've still got a Yao following us, don't we?
Yeah, I was just about to like chime in with that.
If we wait long enough, maybe we can lure the Yao into a fight with the bears. If he thinks Yao aren't a problem, that seems the best way to make them one.
Are you saying that out loud, Adam, or are you
talk.
just saying that to them?
Just to them. I'm saying it quietly. Yeah, I'm not shouting it. Hey, we could.
I'm listening to that. I go, oh, why don't we just stay here then? And let all the Yao come here. And then it'll be your problem, won't it, you smart old ass?
He says, "Go away or you will force me to respond to your insults with actions."
People have always tried to respond to my insults with actions, and I cut them down. Hey, Auntie, do you want to say something to this old guy so I don't have to, like, stab him?
She just kind of looks at you, and she says, "I think we should leave and come back when he's calmed down."
What? No, we can't go. We need a sword.
She steps forward, and she says, she says, "It is me, Saffron Tigress. Master Zhang, we really need your sword." And he says, "I don't want to see you either." He says, "Go away, all of you. You are disturbing my peace."
Because you're ugly.
I think this calls for sealing the ones of Kushan on Boris Drunken's sword.
I bet you got a big pimple face. It looks as...
Can you make a detect roll, Elliot?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I got an 8.
All right, so you're going to get a chance to counter this.
Okay.
But let me see here. Okay. What's your evade?
I think it's 5. Yes.
All right, so I got a 9 on the attack roll. And what happens is a massive oak tree comes flying out of the cave directly towards you, hurling through the air at tremendous speed.
Wow. That's pretty dank. I don't think I can deflect and canopy that.
No, it's a little hefty for deflecting. You could whirling dodge.
I think whirling dodge is my only way to go. Yeah, so I'll need to whirling dodge against a 9. And I'll be doing it cathartically, of course. It's athletics, which is 3d10. That's nice. Oh, die fell off the table. I've got 2, 5, and a 1. No, I do not succeed in dodging.
All right.
And I take 5 points of imbalance. Ah!
What's your hardiness?
It's 8 unless I've got a stage of drunkenness, in which case it's 9.
All right.
And I did say that I was drinking whilst like yelling at him.
All right. So 9 is fine.
Yeah.
And that means, all right, you take 4 wounds from the tree as it slams into you. He says, "Please be quiet."
Will you give me the sword?
The
Maybe you can like get him to throw it at you. That would be perfect.
It's fine. Okay, let's run.
So you see a man appear at the cave entrance, and he points at Boris Drunken's sword, and he says, "You are incredibly persistent." He says, "Any one of you except for him may come in the cave and speak with me very briefly on this matter, provided
Okay.
he does not speak further."
It worked.
Okay, I'm going to seal the Winds of Kashan on Boris Drunken's sword.
And then he goes inside his cave.
Oh, farewell. I take it 5 doesn't hit your parry.
No, it doesn't. I'll just sit quietly outside and start drinking wine and trying to get the moon bears to drink it too.
One of the moon bears seems to want your wine.
Yeah, I give it a gourd of wine.
All right, it begins
Not a
drinking.
poison wine, please, not a poison wine.
No, it's poison wine.
How much wine are you going to give it?
Well, I've got a few like gourds of wine, so I'll give it 1 gourd of the a clay vessel of the pear blossom wine. I'll give it one of my nice ones, and I'll be drinking my regular cheapo wine, but I've just like got on my
All
person.
right, so you give this thing a substantial amount of very good wine, and it sort of rolls on its back and it clearly becomes drunk.
I keep it drunk in company.
And you
I treat it as a drinking buddy.
you expect that this offer is not indefinite, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said any one of us,
Yeah.
right?
Yep,
Yeah,
anyone.
Stephen. I'm not as quite up on what exactly the big picture is here. I mean, I don't know why are we fighting Yao?
This guy is a old master, right? Who's gone into seclusion with this famous sword.
Oh, I know this part of
Oh,
it.
yeah,
but
no, we're fighting Yao because the glorious emperor is hunting Mount and Kenny's father and mother, so Saffron Tigress and
And you're all
Apothecary
wanted
Chen.
too.
And we're all wanted.
And now we're all
because...
wanted because I got us involved in combat.
Oh,
I
okay,
killed
so-
I killed a high-ranking person.
Yeah, and mine and
seems-
Kenny's parents are wanted because they've been, like, for years, they've been helping smuggle, like, martial heroes outside of the Empire because Glorious Emperor resolved for turning them into Yao.
I think you should probably make the pitch.
Yeah.
So you're making a pitch on behalf of your parents. I'm like, hey, I met these guys a few days ago, and they,
Yeah.
They seem cool.
Well, maybe Saffron Tigress could be a good person
Cool.
to go because she's actually got like some kind of connection to him.
Hmm.
But he also said, "I do not want to see you either." So maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she also, you could just tell. Well, what's your empathy, Elliot? Do you have a high rank?
I've got 1d10 empathy.
You can see she was a little bit reluctant to speak to him, so there might
Yeah.
be a reason.
Yeah, so I will limp towards the cave.
All right. Okay, so the bears leave you alone, and you go
Apart from the
inside,
moon bear that's with me, we jowl at him. You know,
and he
we cajole him.
and he actually the cave is illuminated once you walk deep enough inside, and he's got like a little area that is sort of laid out like a cave dwelling, and he he looks very unkempt. He has a really heavy sword sort of laid out in his lap, and he's sitting on the ground, and he motions for you to sit before him,
I sit.
and he says, "Why do you want this sword?"
My friends, but more importantly, my family are being hunted by the glorious emperor. seems that you already know of my mother, at least know of my mother outside. But my father, my mother and father for years have been helping to smuggle people out of the Empire to escape the Emperor's clutches. This is and because of this, he sent the Yao after us. At this point, I kowtow before him and go, "Please, I beg of you, allow us the use of your sword. I have to protect my family. This is the only way I know how."
He says, "You may borrow the sword."
He thinks he's ever getting it back. I'll just get to Chi rank 6 or 7 before I have to re-meet with him again. Then I'll beat him up and take his sword officially.
At this point, I look up at him and go, "Thank you."
He nods, and he says, "You may have the sword for a month. Will that be sufficient?"
No, we need it for 5 years.
It will have to be sufficient. Is there anything you would like me to do in return for this?
Yes, when you bring it back, I will make arrangements with you then. You seem to be a person of your word. I think I can trust you.
No.
Yeah, but I think he can actually trust me in this case. Of course you can. I'll return in a month.
All right. He says, "Very well. The Yao rattling saber is yours for a month." And he hands you this oxtail dowel that's in a scabbard with a red handle, and the scabbard itself is red, and it looks like it was maybe made from coral or something. You're not quite sure, and it kind of rattles as he hands it to you.
Okay. Joe, that's medium melee, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I was going to say if it's a heavy melee, but I would have just said, cheers. Do you have one that's a bit smaller?
After holding it, I was like, I don't believe I'd be very proficient with this weapon, so unfortunately the boorish idiot outside will most likely be wielding it.
He is not to touch this blade at all. I do not want him sullying the handle of my sword.
What?
Anyone else?
What if he wears gloves?
Is no one in your group capable of wielding such a weapon?
There's a disciple, but don't mention them.
I'm not even sure if the disciple can. I think she uses light melee. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't a whip medium melee? The flag whisk, or is that light?
That's a light melee weapon.
Okay, so my mother can't.
Pretty sure that the disciple was using like a staff or something.
Yeah, she is.
By the way, don't mention it.
So there may be. If not, I guess I'll just have to make do with my lack of proficiency.
How hard could it be to learn?
He says, "Very well. Just make sure he cleans the sword. But I'm going to send you to the top of Mount Dao when you return."
I will clean it personally. I say, bow deeply.
And he bows and he motions for you to leave. And Elliot, you're out there with the bear that you're getting very, very drunk, and the bear kind of gets into sort of an odd stance and sort of like starts swatting at you like it's sparring or something.
Yeah, I'll play fight back.
Okay, all right. Um,
Wait a
I'll
minute,
grab a stick. I'll grab a
Actually, I
stick
could
and make
become
my-
proficient in medium melee. I've got enough experience for a pip in it.
I'll grab a stick. Steve, by the way, oxtail down -1d10 to accuracy, so you'd be at functioning at 0d10.
Ah, okay.
And I'll enter my sword stance and like play spell with it.
okay, all right. Can you just give me like a couple of moves? I don't want to bog down everything with play
Sure,
sparring,
sure.
but
I won't be using my Jan sword, so obviously I get nothing to accuracy or anything. But so 3d10 medium melee. I got a 10.
okay.
I got an 8. Do you want another one?
No, that's fine. So
A 10,
So-
mate.
So it sort of circles around you, and again, it's not trying to hurt you either. But at one point, it does do a fairly impressive move that you think would be quite effective if it had lethal intention behind it. It sort of claps by both of your ears with its paws.
Yeah.
And you can just tell that this, if this was done with any amount of force, even by a person, it would have.
It would be
been-
disorienting and
uh,
nasty.
And so, but then it kind of rolls in the ground and forgets about you, and Daofeng emerges from the cave.
Carrying the sword.
What did he say?
He said that we can borrow the sword for 1 month, and that if the young master were to wield it, it must be washed thoroughly before being returned.
She says, if those are his terms, those are his terms.
He also said something about sending me to the top of Mount Dao, but I'm not sure if that was more of a threat if we return it dirty, or if it's what he wants me to do for him afterwards.
She says, well, we can worry about that when we get to that problem. We might not even survive that long, quite frankly.
Don't be such a downer. Jesus, we got the sword now, you know?
She says, I'm just being
We've
realistic.
already beaten the Empire.
She says, have you ever fought against the Empire?
I mean, I'm doing it now, aren't I?
She says,
Yeah,
they
this is a
can
breeze.
endlessly send waves of Yao against you.
Yeah, I mean, with this thing, it'll just be like endlessly sending waves of normal people at us. And that's just like what was happening with Longbar Hall when we were kicking their asses,
She says, I don't think
Longbar
this
Hall,
is the
the
same thing.
Empire, it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. She says, what is our plan?
I just thought we'd kill things.
She looks at you, Adam, and says, do you have a plan that's better than just killing people?
I thought Wuji was the one with all the
My
thoughts.
plan is just see how things go. I'm just along for the ride. No, I don't have a plan.
Why don't we go to where Wuji said so we can see him? I'm sure he's got a plan.
Wuji has a plan. Yep, meaning Wuji.
That's the one.
She nods. She looks at both of you and says, how are your injuries?
I can fight, but I'm still weak.
Very well.
I know a plan. We can steal if we can steal the ritual that the Emperor uses to make Yao, that would be useful. Perhaps we should put our mind to that.
What the fuck are you talking about? Why do we want Yao? I mean, do you want to be a Yao?
No, I don't. But
I believe his line of thinking is if we steal it, he won't be able to make any more Yao.
I mean, let's just go to Wuji. I'm sure he'll have a plan. What is this about wanting to make Yao? This is just weird.
I don't know. It's just an idea that popped into my head.
Wait. Would they rub my feet?
What?
Would they rub my feet?
The Yao? Yes, yeah, of course they'd rub your feet.
We should turn my wife into a Yao.
Okay. I think this plan's coming together. I don't think we need Wuchi. I think we're doing just fine.
Well, how does this help us against the Empire? You know? It's all well and good you talk about turning my wife into a zombie or whatever so she'll rub my feet, but this doesn't help us at all.
Think how angry the Emperor will be when he finds out the ritual has been stolen, though.
What's everybody's detect roll?
3d10 sight and hearing, 2d10 the other things.
I've got 2d10.
What was that, Elliot? You're breaking up. What was that?
This is detect.
Detect.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so
Oh,
Adam,
I'm really breaking up.
yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear us now, Elliot?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's just...
All right. We'll just have to make do. So Adam, you hear, you all hear this, but none of you hear the problem with it that Adam hears. You know, there are various sounds of nature in the area, and among them you hear birds. But Adam, one of the birds that you hear are Zhen birds, which you know not to be common at all to this area. In fact, they never hear, and something about the call sounds wrong to you.
Huh. Do you hear those Zhen birds, everyone?
What's the bird?
Those birds should not be in this area.
You should tell them to go away then.
I don't think they're birds.
Hey, Daofeng, pass me that Yao sword.
I hand him the sword.
Oh, it rattles. Yeah. I'll play with it.
There's something in the handle. Whenever you shake it, it kind of rattles.
I'll start like using it as maracas.
You can definitely do that.
Yeah, I'll be playing with the sword.
Okay.
I hope we're outside of the cave.
So are these like a number of these birds, or is it just like one or two kind of?
You're hearing the
calling to each
cry
other?
from 100 yards or so to the north. Over a hill.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or gem birds that can be trained like cocks.
It could be trained birds, or it could be some people signaling to each other using bird calls.
Could be.
So the question is, if we are being followed, let's see. This may not be the Yao. Would the Yao would they be doing this, or would they be more direct?
The Yao are usually pretty direct, but they're not unintelligent, so they can do things like this as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just I was just thinking aloud. I realize they're intelligent. I'm just thinking what tactic they would use. Well, maybe we should move along. That might be an idea.
Let's go. To Heiyun.
All right. Do you have an intended route?
Well, I've got travel wilderness, so we could actually try going straight to Zuoyushi.
Okay.
So
Like through the hills?
Northwest. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that can work.
And then we could get back on the road to Daguan and then, go to Tongan and then Heiyun.
Okay.
That would avoid Maichin, that kind of area.
All right. So can I get a survival roll?
Sure. I will be drunk to one stage, having partied with a bear.
Wait, weren't you already drunk at one stage and you started partying with it?
No, that was the second day. I got 2 2s, so I got a 2.
All right. Okay. So I was going to ask what your camping arrangements were, but can you roll 2d10 for me instead?
Sure. Add them together?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I got a 10 and a 3, so 13.
All right. Let's see what that is.
You get attacked by Yao.
It's a very good chance that these days. All right, so you get lost in the wilderness, and as you're sort of, roaming through the hills,
My bad, guys.
the handle starts to rattle on your saber.
Hey, I'm not doing this. Ooh, maybe that means there's a Yao nearby.
Hey, that's a good thought.
And you hear some familiar words. You hear Daofeng.
Oh, is this? Hey! I'd like start waving towards the distance. I'm like, get over here! I want to try something on you.
And hold on one second. Can everybody make the detect rolls for me?
Sure. I got a 9.
I got a 6.
Oh, I got 4.
Yeah.
All right, who got the 9? All right, so you definitely see Silver Chrysanthemum sort of coming down through the forested hills towards you. But to your left, you also see a man with a crutch and a missing foot sort of staring at you guys on the top of a hill. And there are 2 other men next to him.
Who's closest?
She's closer to you guys.
Okay, I'll point out the men on the hill to the rest of the party. I'll go, watch out for them!
I'll keep an eye on them.
And I'll take a few steps towards Silver Chrysanthemum, entering my sword stance, but waiting for her to approach.
Okay.
And
Just one second, I just gotta get my info here.
I wonder how Saffron Tigress reacted to my hey, I want to try something on you, Colin.
Oh, I remember where it is now.
So someone's a Yao. Is there any tell, like any way that gives away that they're Yao?
They
have
sometimes.
no-
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Elliot.
I was just saying they have no heart.
Well, that isn't immediately obvious to visually. I'm saying, is there anything that you
do they
can-
bleed?
They what?
Do they bleed, Brandon?
Well, they do, but there's often like an accompanied black's.
Miasma.
Yeah, that sort of comes out of their body as that happens.
Okay.
So there is often a dark chi effect, but it's not 100%. Like they vary. So
Sure.
there are some differences among them.
Okay, but there's no visual immediate way to tell then. So.
And but also if they've been gravely wounded, you can sometimes tell. Like if they're walking around with like lethal wounds and it doesn't seem to bother them, then
Yeah. I'm just trying to get a sense of whether these other guys on the hill are Yao or not. So the missing foot might be something, or he might be a beggar. He might be one of my friends. I don't know.
Can I get a speed roll, guys?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm in my sword stance.
I got a 6. Damn,
Uh,
the one that fell off the table was a 9.
I got a 7.
I got a 10, so I'm on 13.
Okay. All right. So Elliot, you got to go first.
Sure thing. How far away are these people from us?
They're about 60 feet away from you right now.
60 feet. Okay. And Silver Chrysanthemum is a lot closer, is she?
Yeah, she's like only 30 feet away.
Okay. Give me just a second whilst I just consult with my techniques. I think I might approach Silver Chrysanthemum to try and fight her, but I just want to see if my sword whipping strike is capable of striking everybody or not. Sword whipping strike, where are you?
This is the second day of this session, right?
I think this is the
This is third.
because you guys spent 2 days going to that cave.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 days travel. Alright. I'm just keeping track of the days that passed during this session, so when Kenny comes back, we can figure out what day we're on.
So about it. Okay, sword whipping strike is in a 40-foot area. Yeah.
So you could
I
hit
will
her,
approach
but you
towards.
couldn't hit them.
Yeah, I'll just approach towards Silver Chrysanthemum and try doing a cathartic Blade of a Dancing Fox.
All right. Can you make an attack roll?
I would love to. I'm using the Yao Rattling Saber.
Oh, did I give you the stats for that yet?
No, you haven't.
All right. Hold on. Let me. Let me just.
Is
get
it the same as regular Oxtail Dao? Damage, muscle plus 2d10, and accuracy minus 1d10? Or
It's a little bit more complicated. I'm going to send you the whole thing.
okay.
I'm just going to put it in the group thing just because it's easier.
Sure. Ooh. Okay, but it still has the same accuracy penalty, so minus 1d10, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, it still has the accuracy penalty, but it's got those
It
extra
deals
wounds.
3 extra wounds again. It's nice. Okay, so medium melee at 2d10 to try and hit with this. Oh no, wait, sorry, it's speed against parry. So that's 3d10. Just add one in there. I got an 8 at the highest.
All right, so she's going to try to whirling dodge out of the way.
Okay.
And she succeeds. She flips out of the way. And
Damn.
And
I would have meditated on the way over, just to say. If we could still ride in the wagon.
and the guy with the crutch leaps into the air towards not Silver Chrysanthemum, towards Saffron Tigress.
Okay.
Let's see here. All right, let's see if this hits her. He got a 10, and let's get Saffron Tigress up.
I think with a 10, she's going to go down. Whoa!
Let's see. She might be able to whirling dodge. What's her athletics? She does not whirling dodge.
Steve, your mum's going to die.
And he sort of clutches her skull with his fingers.
She's going to get the same makeover that I did.
No, it's not. This is a different attack. He's like landing directly on top of her head, and there's like force being generated by this.
Wow.
And all right.
So he leapt 60 feet.
He leapt 60 feet. Yeah, he precisely. And how much more? Oh, all right.
He was so precise, but he actually asked, he went, "Excuse me, Saffron Tigress, could you take one step forward?"
He was
please?"
measuring the ground before you guys got there.
Yeah.
So
She'll be standing exactly here.
So she actually lets out a gasp of pain and drops to her knees. She's not dead, but he really, hits her hard with this palm attack. And the other two get a go as well. And the guy that's next to him, you can see he has an axe and he throws it at you guys. And he's going to throw it at Adam and Daofeng. And he got a 10 against evade. And this is bad, guys. This is really bad. You can tell.
I'm going to have to cathartically whirling dodge it.
Okay.
Wait, they're throwing needles.
No,
No,
axes.
an axe.
An
Oh,
axe.
axes. Who's this at?
Daofeng and Lu Ping.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 7, so that hits me.
All right.
So they're on top of a hill.
Yep.
This guy's dove down. Okay.
All right. So, Adam, what about you? Do you have a counter you can use?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'll go with horizontal sidestep. I need a 10. So I do not succeed.
Is horizontal sidestep against the attack roll, or is that against the TN?
Oh, hang on. That's yeah. Oh, it's a TN7, yeah. So I made it. I got an 8.
Oh, okay. All right. So, and actually, I think the TNs are currently 8 for that. Are we using the new TNs for the counters, guys?
Yeah.
You would have made it
Got
either way. I
deflecting
just wanted...
canopies,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I made it either way, but
And okay. And Steven, you said you did not make your counter.
No.
All right. So Adam, you move out of the way. You lean against a tree with your legs or something. And Daofeng, your leg gets sliced off. One of your legs gets cut off.
oh.
And you take a wound for the loss of the limb, but
Oh,
And-
God.
Just the one wound. Wow.
yeah, it was a very surgical, very surgical strike. And there's one other guy going, and the other guy looks all like weird and sickly, and let's see what he does. Oh, okay, I know what he's doing. All right. He's definitely going to attack Boris Drunken Sword.
Cool.
All right. He sends out like a cyclone of daggers. It's almost like the storming daggers technique, but it's like the daggers are spinning in a tornado towards you.
Oh, wow. How far away is he?
He's about 60 feet away,
Okay.
and he got a 6 against evade.
That does succeed against my evade. My evade's 5. I'll try and do a cathartic whirling dodge. I got a 9, so I succeed.
Okay. All right. So you whirling dodge out of the way, and Adam, it's your turn.
Okay. So how close is the guy that threw an axe at me?
He's 60 feet away up on that hill.
Yeah, there's not a lot I can do to him. Do they appear to have more axes to throw, or was that kind of a one-off attack?
So here's the problem. That axe reversed and came back to him.
Oh.
Goddamn boomer axes.
All right. How far can I move it around?
You can move 30 feet plus 10 feet for each rank of speed.
Okay.
And that'll often get you close enough to at least make an attack. And if you
Okay.
just move, you can move double your normal speed.
Sure. I don't want to do that necessarily. So 30 plus speed, so that would give me 50, and he's 60 away, you said?
Yeah.
60.
Would that be close enough to attack or not? I mean,
I think it's fine to attack within that distance. Given
Okay.
the nature of the fight, the types of attacks you're doing.
okay. I want to move in and do a stick of the rebounding dog attack. Try and knock him into the air. So I'll get an extra die for that. I just got a 5.
Okay. That's against. What is that against?
That is against Perry.
He laughs at you and he says, "Now I'm going to make a widow out of Saffron Tigress." And Steven, it's your turn.
Okay. I assume having my leg chopped off works. It works the same as like having it broken.
Yeah, it's treated as a
So,
broken limb
minus-
until
All right. So -2 to speed, 1 to like strike, grapple, and athletics.
and take the missing limb flaw.
Does he gain an expertise because of it?
Okay. Is that guy with the crutch still up on the hill, or has he come down?
He's the one who hit your mom, so he leapt 60 feet and palmed her.
Okay, so I am going to attack him with my rope dart. And okay. Oh yes, I got a 10.
All right, so
Hey.
you hit him. Let me just see if
Alright.
he can counter that.
Did you use it cathartically, Steve?
I just did a normal attack with a rope dart.
He does not counter it.
Alright, cool. Alright, with the total success, I can opt to restrain a foe with a rope or impale them sharply for 1 extra wound. Would it be possible for me to use that to steal his crutch?
Yeah, you could do that. So instead
Okay.
of hurting him, you want to grab his crutch and just take it from him?
Well, it says that in addition to the damage, so I mean rather than like restraining him or doing extra damage.
Okay, so you want to impale him and then use a portion of the rope to like loop around his crutch and take it from his.
Yank it bang.
Yes.
Yeah. So just did you roll damage yet?
I have not rolled damage yet.
All right. So roll damage and we'll sort that out. And you said you're doing 1 extra wound, right?
Yep. Wait, no, it's I can restrain or deal an extra wound, and
But Steve's trying to trade that in for stealing the crutch, so it would just be normal
so
damage.
like restraining the crutch and stealing it.
Okay.
I got a 9 on the damage.
All right. So you wrap around the crutch and pull it from his hands, and he says, "Hey," and he looks like really
topples over.
irritated at you.
If you wanted to keep your crutch, you should have taken my leg.
And he says, "My brother took your leg, not I." And
Well, blame your brother then.
and it's Saffron Tigress's turn, so she's definitely gonna do something. All right, she tries to choke this guy with her fly whisk, and she hits. All right, her fly whisk wraps around his neck, and she just starts pulling on it. And you can see his eyes kind of bulge out a little bit, but he's still up. And her disciple also attacks the guy and gets a 10. And she cracks him in the skull, and you can just see like a spray of blood, but he's still standing. And I think that's.
Is it mixed with miasma?
Hmm?
Is there Yao miasma with it?
Oh no! It's normal blood. It's normal blood.
Okay.
All right, and is Boris Drunken Sword engaged with Silver Chrysanthemum?
I tried to Blade of a Dancing Fox against her. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she sort of laughs and tactically backs away from you into the woods.
Okay.
And and she's basically readying an action. So if you come near her, she's definitely going to strike you. But she's
Yeah, that's cool.
drawing. And Elliot, it is your turn now.
Yeah, my next plan was actually to move to a midpoint in the battlefield between all parties, so like be within 40 feet of every single one of them, and then use all sword whipping strikes. So her backing away works fine for me. Because as I imagine it, if we imagine the points as like a triangle, as long as I stand within the center of it, my 40 feet radius should be able to expand everybody.
The only person you might have trouble hitting at this point is
Yeah.
The
This guy
one
on the
fighting Saffron Tigress.
no, he's fine. It's the one on the hill.
Fighting me.
I thought there were two on the hill.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There are still two. So yeah, those two might be hard to hit.
Well, if I just do a quick, just rudimentary thing with a pen, but we've got the hill here with two people on it. That looks like an unhappy face. Then we've got just here Saffron Tigress and the party right here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Then as long as I'm theoretically around like here, the midpoint mark of them,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
then my 40-foot radius should be able to expand and get all
So
of
here's
them.
the thing. I guess because she backed away, what I'm imagining is that you would be able to get him. You could probably make it so that you get all of the guys, or you get one of
Yeah.
the guys and her. Do you know what I mean?
I'll get all of the guys and ignore her in
Okay.
this case. So I'll move a bit to, the side and then unleash a sword whipping strike with my nice new sword. So that is 2d10 against parry. I got a 6 at the highest. Damn.
All right. So let's see if any of them are able to block this. Well, you don't hit Filial Crane. You hit the guy with the axe,
Cool.
and you hit the other guy. You hit the other guy too. So
One with a crutch, or who had a crutch.
no, Crutch is the Filial Crane guy that I just.
Right. So I hit the guy who attacked Saffron Tigress, and also the guy who threw the axe.
No, the guy who attacked Saffron Tigress was the guy with the crutch.
Right. Okay. No problem.
I apologize. I know it's a little bit confusing.
No worries at all. So I did that cathartically, so it does 3d10 open damage against all of them.
All right. So can you roll damage?
Yep. I got a 2, an 8, and a 9.
Okay.
And if they're a Yao, that's 3 extra wounds.
And let's see the other guy. All right, so you slice them up with your blade a bit. You sort of get that unleash that liquid sword attack on them. And
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's their turn again.
Do any of them, when they're cut, lead out miasma?
No, they don't. It looks like normal blood.
Okay, I'll call out. These guys ain't anything special. I'll focus on killing the chrysanthemum girl.
And the sickly one, again, he this time he takes out a stick that has like spikes on it, and he tries to strike you, Boris Drunken Sword.
Well,
He seems particularly intent on you for some reason. You don't know why. And he gets a 9 on his attack roll against parry.
well, yeah, that'll succeed against my parry.
All right.
But he's up close, is he?
Yeah, he runs up to you to do it.
Excellent. I think I'll try a dip of the drunken snake.
All right.
Let me just check it out for a second, just in case this is a terrible idea. He's not a higher chi rank than me, is he?
What's your chi rank?
4.
He is.
Okay, so I'll have to use it cathartically.
Okay.
I'm just keeping track of that. 9 in balance at the moment. And I make an athletics against the attack roll. And if I succeed, then I do a melee attack against him. I believe it's just in success, just roll damage. And it's cathartically my damage roll is over. I get plus 1d10 damage bonus per rank of Wager. So
Okay, so why don't you roll...
athletics against attack roll. Need to beat a 9. Oh, cocked die. I've got 1, 3, and 4. Fuck!
All right.
I failed.
Okay, so he hits you. Now let's just see if he damages you. What's your hardiness?
Hardiness is 8 base if I'm drunk to 1 degree, which I don't think I am. Then it's 9, so it's 8 at the moment.
It's 8. All right.
And I'm also on 14 in balance.
All right. Oh man. All right. So he hits you, and the spikes break your skin. You take a wound, but you also feel like there was a coating on the weapon, and he starts laughing hysterically. He looks like he's like thrilled with himself, and he's practically dancing on his tiptoes. And let's see. So it was him, and the other guy with the axe now takes an action.
Just want to say, I'm singing, this will be the day that I die.
All right. Okay, so he again throws that axe, but this time he throws it at Mr. Chin, and he's definitely going to hit him.
Oh,
God.
And all right, so the axe sticks into Mr. Chin's chest, and he drops to the ground. And the mother sort of looks back, and her face is red with rage. And the guy in the crutch is still there, so he just doesn't have his
Just want
crutch.
to point out, her face wasn't red with rage when her son's leg got amputated.
Oh yeah, it was fine.
Well, it's
I only
fair
took a
point.
wound.
Fair point. Fair point. We'll have to contemplate this.
She never loved you, Daofeng.
What are the implications?
It was always the one that she actually wanted. It was just her bad luck that you came first.
All right. So the guy with who just lost his crutch, he sort of like raises up on that one leg and he just extends his hands and you can just feel this powerful energy circulating around all of you.
Even me?
No, actually, it's not all of you. It's Boris Drunken Sword, Daofeng, and Saffron Tigress.
Okay.
And I got a 9 against evade.
That succeeds on me. I guess I will have to try and counter it. And I'm guessing this guy's a higher chi rank than us,
Yeah,
yeah?
what it just feels like a force sort of crushing you.
Can I whirling dodge it?
Yeah, you can try to whirling dodge it, because you can get out of the way of it.
Okay, now here's the thing. When I whirling dodge this, if I don't get a total success, then I'll be entering imbalance. Like 17 out of 16 at best.
Okay, we will
So let's hope that I get a total success. Whirling dodge. I didn't. I got 2 8s and a 7.
all right.
So I don't think I even succeeded. So yeah, I'm on 19 imbalance.
All right. So you take what's your hardiness? 8?
8.
You take 2 wounds and you lose a point of hardiness temporarily. And
So I'm now on 2 wounds left.
yep. Saffron Tigress leaps out of the way. Steven, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attempt to whirling dodge it. Now I'm only on 1d10 athletics, so yay. I got a 7.
All right, so you do not whirling dodge it. What's your hardiness?
5.
You're dead.
All right, you take 3 wounds.
I'm not dead.
Does that mean that he loses his arms and other leg?
Oh, and I'm
One
sorry,
for
and
each
you do lose a point of hardiness.
Okay, so
No, you're on 4. Temporarily.
And so, Adam, it's your turn.
Okay. I will go for the same guy here. I'm going to. I'll just try to be tricky last time. This time it's going to go with a dog bashing stick, and I'm going to hit him really hard. And I got a 4. Having a lot of luck.
We're doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a very unlucky,
Dice rolling session. Yeah.
All right, so Steven, it's your turn.
Okay. So losing a leg doesn't actually affect my movement other than losing the ranks and speed.
Well, no, I mean you're newly, you've just had your leg cut off, so you're probably. I think you're moving at least half your movement rate right now, just because.
He's got
actually-
a crutch, mind you. He's
Oh,
got a crutch.
actually, I'm on -2 speed now, so that would be 20. So I can only move 10 feet a turn. Oh wait, 20 feet a turn. 10. Yeah, 20. So
30 base plus 10 for 1 ranking speed makes it.
so it'd be -30 base -2. So yeah, I can move 10.
You're fucked.
Yeah, I guess I'll use. Wait, so that guy in the hill's what 60 feet away from me? So I'm just going to draw my bow and use Storm of Arrows
Okay.
on the 2 guys on the hill.
Okay, and yeah, well,
How much
only
rate
one
does
of them's
it
on the
affect?
hill now because the other guy
Oh,
ran
okay.
up to.
How much
Then
rate
I'll
is
just-
it?
And that guy is laughing, saying he's made a widow out of Saffron Tigress, and he's, again, there's something a little off about all of them.
20 foot radius. Oh, actually, if I do it cathartically, I can make that 60 feet though. So I'll storm of arrows everyone.
All right, and just because you just saw your dad die, I think you would at least get a plus 1d10 bonus just for the fact that you were
Pumped up.
yeah.
Angry.
Steve, can you, when you make the roll, do the father from IT crowd? Father!
Oh, I got 7.
Against evade.
Yes.
All right, that actually hits. Let's see.
Nice.
Now he does have a counter against projectiles, but he does not succeed. So he tried to deflect it with his
What
axe
about
head.
everybody else?
Oh wait, I forgot to add the 1d10 from the accuracy, so maybe I can get a total success. No, I got an 8. That's still one higher.
You said you're just hitting the guy in the hill, right?
No,
No, I'm
did
using it
cathartically.
cathartically because I can make it a 60-foot radius.
Oh, so you're getting everybody. Okay, all right. My apologies.
Yeah,
So let me see who else
8
you
at
hit
the
then.
highest. 8 at the highest because I forgot to add a die to
I
it.
think you hit all of them. Oh, the only one you don't hit is that sickly looking guy. He's actually really good at getting out of the way.
Okay.
But the other two you hit.
Alright, so I'm gonna fire by storing arrows, screaming, Father! And what's the damage? 3d10. Oh, I got 4 at the highest, fuck's sake. I got a 1, 3, and a 4.
Oh man, you know what? The one guy who you didn't hit was the one guy that would have damaged. So
Our luck on this has not been good.
No.
it's been a very long run of bad luck. So
I can't counter anybody anymore. Can't do any cathartic techniques.
Saffron Tigress continues her choke, and the guy drops to the ground. So the filial cricket guy has been dealt with.
Is that the guy I stole the crutch from?
Yeah, and her disciple attacks the sickly looking one, and that is going to succeed. He does not counter, and all right, she cracks him in the chest with her staff, and all right. And you can and Boris Drunken Sword, you can see that Silver Chrysanthemum is still backing away further and further and laughing, and it's your turn.
Okay.
And for the time being, you're not affected yet, but that will come to pass when we.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do cathartic techniques or anything anymore, though. So that is a real shame for myself. All the other targets would probably be within 40 feet of myself, though, with the exception of Silver Chrysanthemum. Is that right?
Yes.
I'll try another sword. Actually, no. I'm going to try and go for a Blade of a Dancing Fox on this sickly guy next to me. Yeah, I'll try Blade of a Dancing Fox on him. So speed against parry. 9 so far. Yeah, 9 at the highest.
Okay. Which one? What are you attacking with?
I'm attacking with the. Well, I haven't been able to change weapons yet, so I'm still with a Yowl Rattling Saber.
And who are you attacking?
The sickly guy who just struck me with his spiked stick.
All right. So that's going to hit unless he counters it. He does not counter it.
Okay. So I make 3 attacks, each one at 2d10 damage.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Each one at 60-10 damage.
Wow. Sickly guy is the one to go for with this technique.
9 at the highest on the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
8 at the highest on the second attack.
Mm-hmm.
9 at the highest on the third attack.
All right, so you slice him, several times across the chest, and he staggers back and coughs up a little blood, but he's still.
He's not got any Yao miasma about him.
No Yao miasma, and so it's now his turn. He sort of looks around desperately, and he disappears like he just great strided out of the area. And the other one just sort of looks around confused, and he's gonna start running away.
Is that the one I'm fighting?
Yeah. He's he's gonna start. He's gonna back away strategically. He's not gonna just like give you a free shot at him, but he's gonna kind of do the thing where he holds his action and backs into the woods.
All right. Well, in that case, I don't want this guy getting away. I'm gonna try and chase him and use dog lifting stick on him to balance him up in the air.
Okay.
Fling him away from the hill so that he's got a much further drop.
Well, I'm not throwing him yet. I'm just going to keep him up in the air because I figure you guys can come along and then we can all just play pinata. But,
no, you should throw him backwards. Because he's up on a hill. So
well, that's a different technique. I can do that. I can do a nice cathartic stick of the rebounding dog. But
you might take a load of damage from falling.
Oh, so wait, there we are. Is there any way I could get a nice falling damage from him around here?
Are you,
how elevated is this hill?
So let me see.
Okay.
Here, so.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the hill being that steep.
Are you doing Stick of the Rising Dog, Adam?
Stick of the... Which one is the one I'm using? I've got a bunch of stick ones here. Let's see. The one I want is... Stick of the Rebounding Dog.
Oh, you want to do Stick of the Rebounding Dog. Okay, so...
I don't think I have Stick of the Rising Dog for my my list here of my clan. Oh, Stick of the Rising Dog. There.
So here's the thing: if you use that cathartically, you can use the stick attack as a move action, which would free you up to do an attack action as well.
Okay.
But
I will do that.
Yeah, I would rule that if you can get him, if you can move him towards one of these hills, you could probably do falling damage on him.
Okay, so let's see.
Don't kill him.
So here's what happens. You hit him, he flies up into the air, and the next round he's going to land on the ground and take falling damage. So he takes normal damage from that initial attack, and then he takes falling damage.
So that's what I'll go for.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I got a 9.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's definitely going to hit him. And he goes flying into the air. Can you roll damage?
Yes.
It's that Wilhelm scream right here. Ah!
I got a 10.
All right, so that's 2 wounds. All right, you crack him, and he goes flying in the air. And who's next? So this guy's still in the air when it's Steven's turn. He's not going to take damage until he lands. He really goes flying. And Steven, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move closer to him and then shoot at him with my longbow because I can only move 10 feet.
and Adam, you can keep doing that to somebody if you want. You can bounce them up in the air like a soccer ball.
That was my original plan. Like I said, original plan was to play pinata, but if there was actually good falling damage around, then I was going to draw him.
All right, so Steven, what did you say you were doing?
I'm going to use my movement action to get closer to him, so 10 feet closer. And to take a shot at him with my bow.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Adam, organize all of your duels so that you've got a cliff to your back.
What was that?
Yeah, exactly.
9.
9?
Yeah, I need to think about that.
All right, so that's just a regular attack, right?
Yes, just a regular attack.
All right, so the arrow sinks in, and
I got a 9 on the damage as well.
All right, okay, so you do a wound to him, and Saffron Tigress.
I also got 2 1s. Fuck you, dice.
What happened?
I also got 2 1s. Fuck you, dice.
What is she gonna do?
Putting them
She's
away for now.
Yeah, she's gonna lash at him with her fly whisk. And she doesn't kill him, but she hurts him. And her disciple is also gonna hit him. And what is Boris Drunken Sword doing?
It's my round again.
Yep.
So Silver Chrysanthemum still looks like she's preparing to try and attack me if I go near her.
No, she's moving
There's a
further and
sickly
further
guy
back.
next to me, and there's a guy falling down out of the sky.
Silver Chrysanthemum is now like 150 feet away from you.
Okay, so she's just flat out running away. What's up with the sickly guy next to me?
There's another one that gauntleted you.
Oh, he's on the ground. Oh wait, no, the sickly guy.
Yeah.
He vanished. The sickly guy.
Okay. I'll move forwards, like 30 feet, closer towards where the guy on the hill is, and then I'll try doing a sword whipping strike, hoping that I might hit this guy if he's just invisible in the area.
Okay, the one who disappeared.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I realised that he may have just blinked, 100 feet away or something. But
Are you also trying to attack the guy that Adam has up in the air?
yeah,
Okay.
indeed. Those are the two people I'm trying to hit with it. So 2d10. I got a 9 on the attack roll.
All right, that is going to hit, and he's in midair, so there's not much he can do. Can you roll damage?
Will do. Just give me 1 second. I think it's 2d10 damage. Yeah, 2d10 open damage. And I don't add on anything for my weapon, I don't think.
Okay.
I got a 6 and a 5.
All right, so let's see if that hurts him. All right, so that actually doesn't damage him. But then he falls. Adam, can you roll 3d10 for me?
Do I hit an invisible person? Or?
No, you don't. You think that guy got? You think he like literally disappeared?
Okay.
I got an 8.
And what were the other ones? Because it's an open damage roll. This one.
Oh, it's a 884.
All right. So the guy lands with a heavy crack, and he's dying. He's dying rapidly.
Good job.
No problem.
And your mother runs over to your father, and he's very, very, very dead. And she just sort of falls on her knees and kind of bows her head and is very silent. And Elliot, can you roll me a d10 as well?
You need me to.
Yeah, you said you're imbalanced, right?
Yeah, I'm imbalanced. I was also going to say, the guy found it very funny that he stabbed me with that stick with all the nails or whatever in it, so I guess I've probably got tetanus or something.
What's your hardiness?
My hardiness is 7 at the moment.
Okay.
Although, as the fighting breaks up, I will down like a gourd of wine or something.
Okay.
Yeah. The D10 I rolled got a 5.
All right. Hold on. Let's see here. There's
Too bad. Not particularly good either, but
There's a lot of
Oh, he didn't
fallout
die.
on this one. So we'll do. So what did you say you got in the roll?
I got a 5.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
All right.
Ooh.
You kind of lucked out, in a way.
Ooh! I got a good key spirit. He's like, I'm the sober man, and I'm going to make you sober.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna
Oh, Steve.
Okay, so just to let people know that are listening, we had a Skype crash, and now we're resuming the recording. But we just had a big battle, and Daofeng lost his leg, and Daofeng's father was just killed. So, Elliot, I'm going to send you a message about this, but when the thing crashed, it happened when I was trying to type you a message on Skype. So I'm going to do it by email, just because I think
Okay.
that'll be less likely to trigger anything. So I apologize for the wait here. I just have to type this to him.
No worries. just blame me for getting that key imbalance again.
I'm glad the recording was salvageable because otherwise, it would have been like, so Kenny, your father got killed last week. What happened? I have to listen to. Oh, well,
I can't remember.
We lost the recording. Yeah, he would assume a cover up.
All right, I'm sending this to you now, Elliot.
Thank you. Oh. Okay.
All right, so your mother is kneeling near the corpse of your father. You were missing your leg. All of this is probably just dawning on you. And she sort of looks at you, Adam, and she says, "Bring the wagon.
Okay.
We need to lay his spirit to rest."
I will get the wagon. No argument this time.
I quietly go and help him with it.
And
Wow.
and she begins saying the proper prayers, and she begins writing out a scroll of our talisman, the paper talisman, and she says, "Somebody tend to Daofeng's injury."
I will.
And
I
her
will.
disciple Nipung also helps with that.
I'll be in the process of crawling like towards the corpse of the guy that killed him.
All right, he's still dying, that guy.
Okay, good.
And-
I can inflict pain on him before he dies.
And he just looks at you and smiles.
I look at Daofeng and I go, "Are you sure you want to be doing this?"
I'm not going to respond, and I'm just going to keep crawling.
The disciple goes over and she puts the staff that she carries against his neck, and she says, "Any instructions, Daofeng?"
It's mine.
She nods. It takes you a little while, but you get there.
Yeah, and I'm just going to take one of those gold daggers my mother gave me, and I'm just going to go to town, stabbing him in the chest.
Okay, all right. So I mean, this is just a
Stabby.
Yeah, you just stab him, and there's you guys can hear the puncture wounds, and the guy's well past dead, and I assume you're
Turns
still,
into a squelching
Yeah.
sound.
That I keep stabbing.
and so your mother places the scroll or the talisman onto your father's chest, and she stands up and she says, We need to return to Daojung so we can bury him.
Turn to Daojun.
I'm sorry, Daoju.
Daoju.
Yeah, my mistake.
It's just south of Daoguan,
Okay.
like directly above where it says Zhu on Fanju.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
their
I
home
see it.
village. It's their home village.
Okay.
And I guess I would like tear off the guy's clothes and like make a tourniquet for my leg.
All right. Okay. Nipung helps with that, and she puts on.
You're just
some
gonna
kind-
discard your leg over here. I don't need it anymore.
Like, well, that's the point. What should I do with the leg?
She
Eat it.
first off, Nipung puts a bomb on it so that you're gonna heal.
It's got
okay.
a bomb.
And, but it's up to you what you want to do with your leg.
You could make some money now. I could give you some tips. You got a pretty good thing going there. I'm a little jealous.
Eat it.
Well, I'll happily take your leg.
Well, I said I'm a little jealous.
Uh,
So, we're going back to Dao Zhu then.
Yes.
All
Yeah, I
right.
guess we'll just leave the leg.
On the
If
run.
it wants
I'll
to
take
come
it
with
with
us,
me.
it'll follow on its own accord.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll take it back with us and burn it. Because I don't like this glorious emperor guy seems like a bit of an
A Yao leg, but constantly followed.
So your mother says, Daofeng, can you walk with the crutch?
I think so. Yeah, get myself up to the crutch.
Okay, can you make an endurance roll?
Oh god, what's my endurance? Oh god, it's 0. I got 3 at the lowest.
All right, so you're not going anywhere just yet. You feel faint as soon as you stand up. You think
I'll
you
put
might
him
need
on
like
the
a
wagon.
good hour to rest.
Just put him on the wagon.
Well, the wagon is for the body of the father right now. She doesn't want to she doesn't want to crowd the
So
space.
she can't have her son riding on it.
Well, this is like she's performing like a ritual to make sure that his body doesn't rise up as a jiangshi. So
What a selfish bitch.
so she walks over to you, Daofeng, and she says,
Well, that hour rest gives you an hour to meditate.
I don't know if that's going to do the trick. We're going to get to him in a moment. I'm trying to deal with things in the sequence of
no
weight
worries.
that they have. So she says, Daofeng, those gentlemen were called the 3 gallant sons. They're the sons of a man named Sun Si. I know of them. She says, we need to find the other one and kill him.
I take it they work for the emperor.
They have a history of working with the Emperor, yes.
Where do you suggest we look?
Well, I suggest we go to Daoshu first, bury your father, and then we return to Wuji, and from there we can hopefully find information. Maybe this nice beggar can find something for us. They seem to know an awful lot.
I nod.
And all right, so Elliot, actually,
Yeah.
you know what? Why don't we deal with that when we resume? But there is
No,
an
it's-
important thing that is happening to you, and I want to see. All right, so all right, Elliot, you look considerably younger, like really, like noticeably, like really noticeably younger.
Like 6.
No. Specifically, you look 9 years younger, and I need you to write this down on your sheet.
Okay. Currently 9 years younger. Okay, so I look like I'm 15.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a handsome 15, so it's good.
So, and I am going to end it here because a lot happened, and I
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
to.
the
We've still got to
process.
deal with your imbalance thing, which we will, but I think that's best dealt with at the beginning of the session. So
Most.
I'll end it here.